What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all, bruh? We about to pull a miracle tonight. You know what I'm saying? Gotta learn a bunch of information. But most importantly, these boys done an assignment for me, bruh. I want to see if the rest of them want to know. Let's see their
What's up?
yo. So I had them. I don't know if you wanted to read this or discover this with me, but I had them write an assignment in writing, uh, handwritten on college rule paper, uh, three bodies of a paragraph. Paragraph one being the heir of 1973 T5 M to FTGU, FTGU into fall 24 of TM, and then just talking about the current season. Like, and then the way I made the simplest setup is I was like, um, oh, paragraph three, current season and future legacy. How has the season gone? How has the season gone if you're writing it into history books? Imagine that 30 years from now, someone is referencing this very paper to understand this season. What would you say? What do you plan to do in the seasons to come, and what will you bring to the line? And I had them write all this stuff out, bro.
Hey, how'd that go?
Pick a number and I'll let you know. Pick one. And then I know you're probably tired because you're LSAT, but pick one.
Let me see. Let's see what five said.
Five? Okay.
Number five.
Um, damn, she didn't say her number, so I can't tell you who this is. Okay, don't know who that one is. This is for some of them rush. Five. Okay. T5 Thunder 5 Machine 1992. T5M or Thunder 5 Machine began 1973 under the band direction Robert Lee. But when I said it was Robert Lee, niggas wanted to say that the name was fake. Alright, anyway. Influential members of the Thunder 5 era included Clarence Labor and a Leisure founder. As years progressed, Thunder 5
An
Machine.
alleged founder. That is hilarious. Where did she hear that from?
As probably, I don't know, Leah
Nigga
Cooper,
ain't
man.
found shit.
As years progressed, Thunder 5 Machine grew apart from the director, disobeying orders and breaking rules. This eventually led to an altercation with the band director that caused destruction and the end of the T5M era in 1991. The whole drum line was dismissed. Then a year later, five freshmen who joined at the end of T5M would revamp TM as Kyer in 1992. The five freshmen were Keith, redacted later due to inappropriate behavior, Derek Hygienist, Benjamin Kalanier, Ivan O'Shores, and Kelsey Coleman. They're a group that since T5M had been stripped became known as the Groove because the director at the time, Newsom, was helping to play the groove. The five grew upset that people would not address them as Thunder Machine, with some sections, trumpets even try to steal their family, ooh la la dancers. Thus,
Trumpets? That's wrong.
what, the trumpets didn't try to
It
fight
was
for them?
trombones. That's why they were cousins. Because of that.
Wait, so they became our cousins because of that bit of information?
Basically.
Oh, well, she did hear a lot of this from Leah Cooper. She did tell me that. So
I mean, that's real.
yeah,
But it was the trombones, not the
Okay, well,
trumpets.
cool. That makes sense. Even trying to steal their family Lola dancers. Thus, they created the Kai era team, reclaiming that they're in a new light and era. Whole lines weren't officially recognized. Oh, while lines weren't officially recognized to the Kai era until 1995, the five founders would create new history, including RD's Anatomy of the M and the definition and purpose of Thunder Machine. Those traditions are taught through today until fall 25 line as the current aspirants of TM Kai. Fall 25 to be on. As M an aspirant, I hope to enter the Brotherhood and become a section leader to raise the standards of Thunder Machine. After speaking to OGs like Benjamin Kelly and Lee Cooper, I understand what they would like to see more discipline, entertainment, and skill. I plan to personally bring morale and change preconceived notions about TM. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's all she has to say.
That's short ass paper.
Not for real. I mean, like, but honestly, she rushed it.
Yeah, I definitely saw him writing them in the hallway at the
Yeah,
beginning of practice.
yeah. They rushed it. Now I'm not gonna lie. So what happened was I told Deja to tell them this assignment because I was gone. I was making their shirts, and then so I have a presence of not being there. And then I ended up I told her to do this, and then I ended up getting like an actual specific like details of what it is like past 12 o'clock. So I
Mm.
guess that was kind of on me because like I never wrote in the chat, but I basically said everything that needed to be said to Deja and say it out loud. But I was just like, she probably didn't say anything. But I feel like that was a cool little prompt because honestly, when we asked some history, they hesitated, and I was like, "This is something that is important. You can't just go through the process and be like, oh, the lines are good, but you don't have an idea." So, I know, uh, like, although it came at the end, shoot, I think that's the best time to like discuss it, so they really, can know the history of Thunder Machine. Because that's any
Yeah.
organization. Any organization, I mean, shoot, it's all history. Like high key, it's all history. Like you're learning about how it started, how it was founded, things of that nature. So
Mm.
yeah.
No, I think it was a good idea. I like it.
Oh, what is this,
Uh oh.
bro? Number 6. I said college rule paper for a reason, nigga. What is this?
That wide rule?
Yes, this wide rule spaced out handwriting. Who is this? DeAndre?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god, my own nigga, bro.
Your boy.
This nigga is slow. The foundation of Howard University's Showtime Marching Band, Drumline, and Thunder Machines, rooted in 1973 as Thunder Five Machine, established the drum section. Even though they were still disbanded in 1991 due to conflict with administration with the band director. The drum section has gone, and next generation of players did not receive guidance from alum, as Thunder Five did not consider them to be Thunder Machine at all. They were lost with no way to become Thunder Machine, as they had no one to assist in the process it takes to be Thunder Machine. At this point, they decide to take it into their own hands by creating their new era. Although because they couldn't be called Thunder Machine for the time being, they went by the name The Groove, as this comes from their director telling them just to play the groove. First day at band camp, Sunday, August 9th, 1992, marked the new era of Thunder Machine as they built it, becoming proficient in their instrument as well as their history. They worked hard for themselves to be considered Thunder Machine, and this did all of this from scratch, in which they consider it to be FTGU, also known as From the Ground Up. These people founded the new era of Thunder Machine, and has been proclaimed to be Thunder Machine Kai. Their sacrifices and determination allowed them to bring about the next wave of talent, creative, and dedicated performers. Now, August 9th, 1992, soon as the unofficial holiday for Thunder Machine, known as Day One. This season has came with many challenges, just like previous seasons. But another thing is the resilience that has came from it. The late night sectionals that have paid off and created strong players. The last minute drum battles that were created, flexible, and brave percussionists. They all point to a future in which will point towards success for Thunder Machine and its community. We will leave behind the example in the blueprint so that later generations can aspire to be as great and push the mentality of growth and overcoming hardships. You can tell niggas wrong crunch time, bro. You can tell niggas wrong crunch time. But I do like the fact that he talked about. He gave more of an example of what I said. Like, if you could go back in time, how would you talk about this current season? Like, and then how would you, you know what I'm saying, continue? Well, that's interesting. Yeah.
Good
Well,
answer. Good answer from the children, you know.
yeah, yeah. Well, damn man, good luck. I almost forgot that you were doing the L set, so I don't wanna be a reason for you to miss out, bro. But if you want, I could definitely pass this out tomorrow for you to read for sure.
You can pass them out during the crossing.
Oh, cool. Yeah, sure.
We can read them while they're going. I can get on Mila for saying trumpets. Actually, give me hers when you pass them out at the last night.
Okay, I gotta staple this. Wait, this is ew. His handwriting sucks. He spells. He draws his eyes with like a actual circle, like not a dot. His eye circle. That's some elementary school stuff right there.
How's that elementary school is?
Cause that's something I would do in elementary school. 'Cause I'm just bored.
Please. That's probably why they were on crunch time. He's busy taking every single eye.
No, no, he actually finishes hella early. Um, though, bruh. So he went crazy on the history. Okay. I'll read this last one. That let you go. For 1970, so history of Thunder Machine from 1973 into 1992, Thunder Machine was known as the Fire Era. Thunder Fire Machine, which set the original identity and standard for Howard University's drumline. This era laid the groundwork for what it meant to truly earn the Thunder Machine title, including the expectations, training, and culture that were passed down directly from the members who came before. Thunder Fire Machine became the source of the drumline's pride, regulation, and foundation. In 1991, this is the era of the Thunder Fire Machine and had officially concluded. In 1992, everything changed after issues involving the drumline. The administration and the band director led to the line being removed from Showtime, with no official Thunder Machine members left to guide the incoming class into band camp. Incoming drummers cannot be recognized as part of the original line since they never completed the traditional process. As a temporary name, the band director began referring to them as the Groove, focusing on the idea that they just needed to keep the rhythm going. That's kind of like not true. Kind of just made that up. But he's also not wrong. The first five members of the Groove are redacted: Terry James, Benjamin Killinier, and Ivan Ochoa This situation, why did niggas write on two pages when they could just write on the back? I never understood that.
I don't understand it. It was some
This
people to do that.
this situation sparked the beginning of the Thunder Kai Machine era, which is unofficially celebrated as Day One on Sunday, August 9th, 1992. The day of the new line came together to rebuild. They were pushed to create something of their own rather than a claim of legacy they were never formally initiated into. The first official line of the car era was FTGU from the ground up in the fall of 1992 after they proved themselves by learning both their instrument history and story of Thunder Fire Machine. From that point through the fall of 2024, the car era has carried, protected, and expanded the Thunder Machine name while honoring while originating. The current era Thunder Machine from this season overall respectfully
Respectfully, what? Who is it? Who is it? This is Kendall?
this is oh
Is this
my
Kendall?
gosh, no, this is
Malcolm.
yes. The
Mm.
current era
What did
Thunder
nigga say?
Machine from this season overall respectfully lack discipline, drive, and determination.
I mean, shit, ain't nobody was here.
Right. There seemed to be a different excuse presented whenever it was time truly trying to lock in and get down to business. Is this nigga Malcolm talking right now? Like, okay,
Nigga, you weren't here. You were part of the problem.
okay. In the future, I plan to implement more discipline in agility within the repertoire that's being presented, along with presenting different ideas to better overall the performance and presentation of how to raise your stunning machine.
He could do that after I graduate.
These wow, these things are funny, but I'm glad some of them actually took time to really think about this. You know what? I like this assignment. I like the way I ran this process. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Yeah, because that was messy. Honestly, that actually was messy. What?
Mm.
That nigga said. That nigga said we weren't even here for real.
He said, "Y'all niggas ain't shit. I'm the only real nigga here."
Right. He said Deja not even at practice. She don't want to show up. Nigga, didn't you get kicked from the field? Like, didn't you get kicked from the field?
I'm about to say, Mills definitely snatched your spot because you fucked up on the field.
Right.
But we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. Actually, I'm gonna talk
Oh.
about that. Give me his and Milo because I'll be. So you want to talk about how there was no discipline, my nigga? Didn't you get your spot snatched on the field?
Please block that, bro. That's the thing. They're gonna think the whole thing is like they're gonna think they're not gonna cross, but like at the end of the day, they're gonna cross. So
I
honestly,
can still say no.
oh,
I can say no. That we can have a long ass fucking night.
bro. I mean, shoot, Camille's gonna
We
show
can
up.
cross two of them. We can cross Zeta. We can cross Michael. I mean, not Zeta. We can cross Zeta. We can cross DeAndre, Ricky, Davin, Lindsay.
Wow, nigga said forget Kendall. Like,
Yep.
wait, where is Kendall's? Wait. Oh, this is it.
But I did he not do it?
Nah. Damn. It's funny seeing niggas handwriting, bro. The history of Howard University drumline is very rich, as there are lots of moving parts that made it what it is today. Wait,
Uh-uh.
wait,
Wait, not they
wait,
plagiarize each other. Wait a minute.
wait.
Wait a
I
minute.
swear I heard a similar sentence.
Pull up the Turnitin. Pull up the Turnitin.
No, please don't. Wasn't the Andre? Wasn't the Andre?
Wait, check Daviny's because that's Kendall's, right?
No, but I'm saying like it's very similar to something I just read.
Mila. You read Mila's, Malcolm's, and DeAndre's.
Oh, you're right. Okay, okay. So the Andres foundation, I'm rooted. Nice. Yeah, nah. DeAndre went straight to it. Kindles, the machine on fire, set original identity standard, how diversity. Wasn't him, bro. I swear, am I tripping? I swear, I felt like I read something very similar to this.
Nah, we can accuse him of plagiarizing though.
Racist, there are lots of moving parts that I made today. Thunder Machine began in 1973 under Robert E. Lee.
Robert E. Lee. That does not sound right.
Bro, I promise you that's a real person. Like,
I don't think it's Robert E. Lee.
I feel like the nigga from Drumline might be Robert E. Lee, like the actual band director in the movie. I swear, I genuinely thought that I heard or seen that before. Anyway, fine. Number 8, History of Howard University drumline is racist. There are a lot of moving parts that made it what it is today. First, the drum section got the name Thunder Machine around 1973, which was given to them by the drum major, Mr. Myrick. Huh?
Oh.
Drum. First, the drum section got the name Thunder Machine around 1973, which was given to them by the drum major, Mr. Myrick. Then, 1976, the emergence of Thunder 5 was made as Adolph Wright Sr. and Reginald Culberson gave it to the formal name. In 1978, the first formal freshman class was the first formal line of Thunder 5. Things were fine until Thunder 5 dismissal in 1991 due to building tension between them, staff, and the band director. With Thunder 5 dismissed the following year in 1992, The formation of the new section, the groove. This was the replacement of the section, and they were called the groove because Wright would always tell them play the groove. They also had the FTGU from the ground up, so that way people would know it was a new section. In 1995, there was a reunion proposal as the Thunderfly wanted to rejoin and restore the section, but the proposal was later rescinded so that the Kai era was introduced, which required mastery of one's instruments and knowledge of team history. Since then, Kai era is taught from 1992 with 1995 as a milestone. August 9, 1992 is marked as the day one as the unofficial Thunder Machine holiday, as it was the day of the Kai era began. This is my first year at Howard University, Howard, as well as my first year marching with Thunder Machine. I can say it's going good. This nigga,
Who's this?
Kendall. When I came in, I was very welcoming environment. Sure, it was some getting used to, but I think I'm adjusting well. Okay, there's more. One thing I do want to help make better is the joy of it all, because right now it seems like we as a section are just going through the motions without actually having fun with it. Online, I will bring back the brotherhood side of things because we are all the same team, so we have to get along with each other like a family in a way. That's what Thunder Machine means to me right now.
Mm.
I mean, okay, that's a very wow. This is I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. I can't lie. This is very interesting. I wish they had more time because this nigga was definitely writing this like in the hallway, like high key. The only one that Jimmy was not writing in the hallway was Malcolm.
Because he was probably not there at practice.
No, he just had
Oh, sorry, let
time.
me stop.
This is number
Mm.
six. No, that wasn't number seven. That was oh, that was Ricky's.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. I was like, man. I was like, bro, like, bro, look at the handwriting. I was like, wow, Kendall's handwriting sucks. That's what I was thinking. Like, wow.
Oh, that's Ricky's.
Yeah, that's Ricky's. Okay, no, that's pretty good for Ricky. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I can't lie.
I wish I could
Wow.
get a history of forget who were the band directors, but I can't.
I didn't know that the drum major, Mr. Myrick, is the one that told him that was new information for me. I don't. That was new information for me. Um. Wow. 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 Shoot, I only have so many left. This is okay. This is okay. I have Kindles, Zetas, Taylors. Yeah, that's that's all I got. I'm gonna go with
Well,
huh? Who? You said who? Kindles.
uh, hmm, Richard. Who was the director? Robert Ely
Yes,
or
Robert.
Richard?
He said Rob. This keeps saying Robert E. Lee. Like I said, that might be the nigga from Drumline. Cause I looked it up and that's what it
Richard
said.
Lee. There's a Richard Lee that was at Howard. He was an associate professor of music. I'm about to look this up. Actually,
So here's
we're
Kindles.
going
Okay,
to look this up.
I dead saw Kindle write this though. Okay, so Thunder Machine begins 1973 when the drumline of Howard University first received its name. For this, a section didn't have a consistent name or shared a title. A few years later, around 1976 and 1978, they came about with the name Thunder Five Machine and began circulating as more members joined. This period laid the groundwork for everything that would follow. It was the first time the section had an identity. The year 1991 brought major change. The drumline was dismissed after a difficult season, including altercations with the marching band staff. This left some of them drummers to build a section from the ground up. The director at the time only wanted the drumline to play the groove. They called themselves the groove from the ground up, replacing on how they were starting fresh with nothing, with almost nothing. Over time, the new rebuild section reminded that the root still connected to the drum machine. They formed a clear system where members had to master their instrument and understand the section's history to fulfill the earned place within the brotherhood. This is known as the Kai area, which later expanded, including most people who have been a part of the section since the years of rebuilding. Traditions began to solidify a new sense of unity, shaped the group into what it became leading up to 2024. If someone were to study the season in the future, they see it as a moment where the section honors its history while improving. This year has been about showing discipline, improving the legacy passed down. It's still important. In the future, I like to see the drumline become incorporated. Huh? In the future, I like to see the drumline become incorporated so that it is not only seen as something within the band, but within the university or even the nation. I plan to bring more discipline and a mindset that wants people to join slash stay in the drumline. A mindset that will leave a mark on campus and be passed down to the next generation.
Mm,
Was he kind of chatting at the end, or was he
yeah,
actually talking? I don't know.
let's make sure, bro.
Like
So the director at the time, the director for Newsom's name was Richard Lee.
Richard Lee.
Yes.
Uh, aye, aye, aye.
So Robert E. Lee is flat out wrong.
I think that nigga is from Drumline.
Robert E. Lee's a Confederate general.
No, but look up Drumline the movie. Look up Drumline movie and just type in Robert E. Lee.
Okay, we're just gonna look this shit up at this point. Plot.
He was
Well, his
chatting
last
with
name
me.
was Lee.
He,
His last name was the director's last name was Lee. I'm trying to
okay,
see.
okay. I would just say Director Lee.
Director Lee. Yeah.
I'm looking at this and it's looking like I feel like Kendall like chat in the beginning. He said if somebody were to study the season in the future, they like to see it as a moment where the section honors its history while still improving. Like duh. But then he says this year has been showing discipline, improving the legacy passed down is still important. In the future, I'd like to see the drumline become incorporated. I would like him to dig deeper. I can't lie. I'm a
Hmm.
little. Oh, bro, I had fixed Kindle's dancing too. I don't know what the heck was going on. I think he like overthought it a little bit, but he did pretty much better today, bro. When they started playing the cadence today, I was like, oh, this is horrible. I don't know what happened, but I was like, oh, nah, this is bad.
Did they fix it at least?
Yes, they did, and hopefully they lock in on it. Hopefully they're not nervous. Charlie's gonna come. Her boyfriend's gonna be
Really?
there. Yeah, I told her to come.
Oh,
Uh,
dang, that's not gonna be. She said her boyfriend's gonna be there.
yes. Her
Dang, now her
boyfriend.
kissing AK went that bad. I'm sorry. Stop.
Nah, her boyfriend is a film major, so I want him to like record it. Like I was like, oh, could you bring your camera possibly by chance?
Hmm.
And yeah, and then yeah, hopefully have a decent one turn out. So the only one
Yeah.
she didn't put her number because she rushed, but this has to be because I have. Oh, is that one? Oh my god, how is number one not gonna put her name on there? Like that's crazy.
Oh.
All right,
Well,
so we got Taylor. I'm actually interested. Okay, okay, wait. Taylor is Zeta. Taylor is Zeta. We got
uh,
Taylor, Zeta, and Lindsay. Like these are the top.
sleep.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Oh, my fault. My
Sleep.
fault.
No, you're good.
I'll see you, bro. I got carried away. All right, all
No,
right.
you're good.
I'll see
But
you,
now
bro.
we know the director's name was Richard Lee.
Richard Lee. Richard Lee. I'll see
Yes.
you, bro.
So that's see you, bro.
All right, so perfect. So next we got Zeta. Actually, I'll make Zeta last because that's very dear to my heart. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go with somebody new. Somebody new. Drumline. Howard University's drumline took the name Thunder Machine in 1973 during the Soul Steppers era of the marching band. Prior to this era, the section did not have an established name. Later, between 1976 and 1978, several members came together to establish Thunder Fire Machine T5M. T5M's first official line came in 1978, and around 1991, there is an altercation with the music chairman and the drumline, which resulted in the total dismissal of all T5M. Following this, there were only 5 drummers left. Victor Taylor was named the new captain. Okay. 1992, the section was originally called The Groove because the band director would instill the line to only play the groove during the songs. These members later performed to them as FTGU, referring to the establish of the new section. Spring 1992, it was established that the new section was under Thunder Machine and will always be Thunder Machine from Mr. Wright. Therefore, Thunder Machine's current sites day 1, August 9th, and was official Mankind were the beginning of the new era. After fall 1992, Thunder Machine's new section was approached by T5M for potential joining. This was in spring 1995. That was perfected as a section to become a family. Knew nothing else really matters. Later, Shermaine Hutchin presented younger members of the idea of the Chi area. The requirements of membership in the Chi area were instrument proficiencies and knowing the knowledge of history. Fall 1995 was the first unofficial line in the Chi area, along with freshmen were compelled this season. Following this period, there was some of the internal conflict over who was included in the Chi area. This resulted in the members included Kai New River line from the first few to the most recent of fall test for current era. This season, the drum line has made great strides in becoming a strong section. I enjoy working hard during band camp with our new material, and as a second year, it was nice to see my own growth and the growth of the section as a whole. Furthermore, as battery leader, I have enjoyed leading the tenors and trying to build on our own identity with the drum line. I was so glad to see our drums actually flipped up, and I really think it has enhanced our sound. Next season, I hope to continue the work I have already been doing, and I would like to hopefully do more dances and groovier stuff within my battery. Overall, I would like to see more material that is a bit simpler and just fun to play for next year. I believe that this drum section is heading in a great direction, and things like this will help us better and enjoy the material we play. I agree with you. Alright, so we're gonna go Taylor. Oh yeah, man. Let me show y'all I'm really one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? My fault. I gotta show y'all one of them ones by showing, you know what I'm saying, the thing in the back. You know what I'm saying? As I'm reading this, you gotta realize that I'm really one of them ones. Alright, yeah. Number 3. The drum section at Howard University began called Thunder Machine around 1973. The name given to them by Mr. Myrick, drum major at the time. From then on, the section began informally calling itself Thunder Fire Machine, with the first formal line being the freshman class of 1978. Thunder Fire Machine carried on until 1991, where they got into an altercation with the band director and were ultimately dismissed. Following their dismissal, the section was rebuilt in 1992, being told that they weren't allowed to call themselves Thunder Fire Machine. They also adopted the name The Groove after being told to just play The Groove, and referred to themselves as FTGU from the ground up since they were rebuilding the section. The members of the FTGU deemed themselves as the new era Thunder Fire Machine, the Kai era, to separate themselves from the previous Thunder Machine era. They continued to have lines. Then in 1995, they officially became recognized as Thunder Fire Machine, with all the lines from 1992 and onward being recognized as Thunder Fire Machine Kai era. As part of this, August 9th, 1992 became known as Day 1. The day it was announced Thunder Fight Machine wouldn't be returning and celebrated as the first day of Thunder Fight Machine. Thunder Machine has now been around for 33 years, with the most recent line being Fall Styles of Force and Combination. This fall 2025 season has been very exciting and eventful, with trips to Miami, New York, and Philadelphia. Although I categorize the season as a transitional one for Thunder Machine, having to undergo many changes in leadership and section membership, the drum section has continued to progress forward. I really enjoyed how we've implemented classic cadences back into the book and homecoming block, so I feel there's been a better mix of old and new this season in comparison to last year. Next season, I want to continue to progress and build my own chops, as well as speak more and take more of a leadership role. Also, I want to be more welcome to new people and come in and be an example of succeeding in the band and legacy of excellence. Very well put together, very well understanding of the history. I think she did it well. I can't remember. Lastly, my number one, which is their number two. Howard University drumline adopted and named Thunder Machine in 1973. This is the beginning of the Fire era in 1976, who began called the Thunder Fight Machine. The incoming class of freshmen are regarded as the first formal line of Thunder Fight Machine. This is in the year 1978. Years passed, and one day there is a discrepancy that happened between the band director at the time and the drumline. The discrepancy caused the drumline to dismiss in 1991. The fall was the last line that has indoctrinated into the Thunder Fight Machine. Since there was no drumline when new members joined the drumline, they were no part of Thunder Fight Machine. They didn't have a name. The alumni didn't call them Thunder Machine due to new people not completing the process to become Thunder Machine. The alum didn't think new people were worthy of the name and didn't want to be their taskmaster since they were not called Thunder Machine. New section decided it would be called The Groove. This is because the director at the time always told them to play the groove. Since the new section was denied to become Thunder Machine, they were told that they could make up their own thing. This ensued the Thunder Fight Machine car era. Sunday, August 9, 1992, this is the day that Thunder Fight became to band camp and started their new process. The first song that crossed is called Had to Shoot from the Ground Up in 1992, which consisted of starting five in 1995. The members of the Kai era proposal rejoined Thunder Fight Machine to restore the original roots of drumline. However, this proposal was declined and was decided that there would be two eras of Thunder Fight Machine. The car eras continue to this day. Current season, Fall Styles has been okay for drumline. We have continued to grow and build from what we have done in years past. This year is the first year for me that has stability in the sense of having the same drum instructor and people to help the section. I know there's a lot of work to be done, and sadly I won't be there to see it, but I believe in the progress we have continued to make. I believe I can bring positive to the line and realistically thinking. We so badly want to be great, wish we will be, but we have to work hard and be realistic of our goals, and we have putting into work for she said this year's first year for me has stability in the sense of having the same drum instructor and people to help the section. I know there's a lot of work to be done, and sadly I won't be there to see it, but I believe in progress we have continued to make. I believe it can bring positively to the line, and realistically thinking, we so badly want to be great, which will be, but we have to work hard and be realistic of our goals of the section. We have to be putting in the work for the section, and we can continue to grow. As a person leaving, I have seen the growth in our discipline, musicality, greatness to learn, and production. I can't wait to see the future of the drumline because things are looking brighter. I do like this, but she didn't really answer my question when I said like what we should bring in as an alum. That's the only thing I would like to add. Like she didn't really bring it like as an alum. This is something that I want to bring. Well, did she? This year's first year. I believe I can bring positivity to the line and realistic thinking. We so badly want to be great. Okay, so just be more positive and more realistic. Cool. Wow. This is my favorite idea, bro. I can't lie, bro. I think like it just makes people like think about the history and think about what we done currently as a drum section. You know what I'm saying? Like we got other things we need to do, and I'm gonna love for them to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just very interesting for me. Now, why did I have them write on a sheet of paper, bro? I had them write on a sheet of paper because I'm not trying to see niggas like. I'm not trying to see niggas use ChatGPT or anything like that, so. That already was a problem very early on. So I had them write it from scratch.